Hey guys, Victoria here, and welcome to the Geeky Sandbox. Today we're going to be doing a review over episode 3 of season 4 of The Flash. The title of this episode is called Luck Be a Lady. And if any of you know your Frank Sinatra, you know that's one of his more well-known songs, which I love that song, by the way. They use it in like every movie for some kind of montage. But I'm really excited to talk about this episode with you guys. Before I get into the Flash spoiler warning, I do want to talk to you guys about American Horror Story. So a lot of you guys know that I was reviewing American Horror Story Season 7 Colts, but I did fall behind. But you know, I was very cool about it. Sometimes I would combine episodes and do like a top 10 moment kind of review. And some episodes would be the normal top 5 review, you know, things like that. But I realized that I started falling behind even more with work and doing other videos and things like that, and also just trying to enjoy my life. Like, I think right now I'm about 3 episodes behind, and I would hate to make a really long video that you guys have to sit through and maybe not enjoy just because it's really late and you may have already seen the episodes. So what I do think I'm going to do, instead of just giving up on American Horror Story completely, because I hate being a quitter, because by the way, I love the show and I'm still watching it, so I do want to talk about it with you guys. What I'm going to do is at the end of the season, I think American Horror Story does about 13 episodes each season. I'm 5 episodes in now in terms of reviews, you know, the ones that are already up on the channel. I think that whenever the season wraps, I'm going to do a nice, massive episode 6 through 13 review. Maybe it'll be a regular review, or maybe it'll be the top 10 most shocking reveals of the season, or maybe it'll be my winners and losers of the season, or my favorite characters, or maybe it'll be a combination of all those things. Because I love the show so much, and like I said, I don't want to like quit and give up on it. I still want to give those of you who enjoyed the American Horror Story videos as much as I did, I want to give you that. But enough about American Horror Story. You guys came here for a review of Luck Be a Lady. Now, before we go any further, if you haven't seen any episode of this season of The Flash, or maybe even last season, or at all, if you don't want any spoilers, I'll see you in the next video when you're all caught up. But if you don't mind all of that, please stay with us. Alright guys, let's get into my top 5 moments. Alright guys, number 5. Jesse Quick breaks up with Wally. What? With a breakup cube? So Wally is waiting, and we see someone's coming through the portal, and we know that it's either going to be HR, well, Harrison Wells, or Jesse Quick. And unfortunately, the person that jumps through the portal is HR. And of course, Keenan did a really great job this episode, by the way. Like, my hat's off to him. He really embodied like what it's like to kind of have a very serious breakup. We really get a great look at how Wally is going to evolve soon, like what's next for Wally. And I'm really excited to see what they do with him. When Harrison presents him a breakup cube, he's just like, you guys don't have this on your Earth? And of course, me as well as the like characters are like, no. So, you know, in that moment, Wally is very heartbroken. And I don't know, the reason this is my number 5 is because it ties into part of my number 1. Number 4, Barry slips on a barrel of marbles. God. Guys, it was very cartoon-like, and it was so bold of them to do. It was probably one of my favorite moments in the episode because it was so almost out of place even for the Flash, but it was funny. And through Barry slipping on that barrel of marbles, very cartoon-like as I mentioned, we learn a lot more about Hazard and her bad juju, as Cisco called it. And Barry isn't the only one that's having a ton of bad luck when Hazard is around. I believe a lot of things started breaking down at Star Labs. Iris and Barry's wedding venue got canceled twice. They had 2 places picked out and that got messed up. Barry had a really hard time capturing Hazard. I believe he even handcuffed himself. Joe's home, you know, Iris and Barry's childhood home, you know, it's being flooded. There's a lot of things falling apart. And, you know, I mean, as all of this is happening, you just kind of go, man, this is some villain. Like, there's no way to really defeat someone whose meta ability is bad luck, giving other people bad luck. Like, you know, how do you beat that? Number 3, we learn Harrison Wells was booted from helping Jesse Quick. For those of us that have been watching The Flash for a while, or even those of us that are familiar with the comic books, we know about Jessie Quick. We know she's a speedster, and we know in this show version, she's Harrison Wells' daughter. And, we know that they're a father-daughter duo. They work great as a team, and I feel that's something Jessie Quick realized, and so she asked her dad, like, hey, I know you've been helping me for so long, but this is just something I need to do on my own. I was happy that Cisco said, like, you know what? You're more than welcome to stay here with us, but make sure you're forging your own path. Do something for you. Like, make your own friends, make new memories with us. I know Jessie was, everything to you, but let her live her life and live yours. I feel that was very important for not only Harrison to hear, but just to kind of give the audience, like, hammer home the common theme of this episode, which was forging your own path. Number 2, and this was a big one, Barry and Team Flash accidentally created all of the Thinker's metahumans. So we know nothing happens in this show without some sort of consequence, whether it's a good one or a bad one. And whenever Cisco brought back Barry, and there was that big wormhole, that big portal that the bus was kind of like turning into in the first episode, we get an update on that this episode. And we get a glimpse at Kilgore and Hazard on that bus. So, that's just 2 of 13, I believe. I keep getting my numbers mixed up with how many metas there are still out there. But I believe there was a bus of 13, and we've already met 2 of them. Number 1, Wally leaves Central City. Wally mentions he's going to Blue Valley, which, this will be very good for him. He deserves and needs to forge his own path. But I'm so disappointed to see him go. Wally was one of my favorite newer characters. I love Kid Flash, but I feel Kid Flash, as much as he's been a part of the team and, Barry's being more of a team player, I do feel like he's been playing second fiddle. So I feel him going off to do his own thing will help him redefine his purpose and just kind of help him maybe even realize what he wants to do with his powers. Does he want to come back to Central City? Does he want to stay in Blue Valley and things like that? It was very heartbreaking whenever everyone was talking about, oh my God, we just did this with Hazard and XYZ, we saved the day. And Wally just kind of walks in and he's just like, did you guys even realize I wasn't even with you? And it just hit everyone. And I think it even hit some of us that were watching that Wally wasn't there at all. They didn't think about calling him up, seeing where he was or anything like that. I always do top 5 moments, and I'm kind of wondering if I should expand top 5 to top 10. Leave me a comment and let me know if you guys want me to expand the number of top moments I do during the episode. With that being said, I do have 2 bonus moments that happened during The Flash that I want to mention. One of the first ones is that Cecile is pregnant. We learned that she and Joe are going to make the home that they're in work. They don't have to worry about all the bad juju and things going on, destroying the house. They were going to work through it together. And, she reveals that she's pregnant, and then we get the whole kind of suspenseful pause from Joe and then the cut to black. So, it's a side story, but I'm really interested to see what they do with that and how Joe reacts and things like that, which I'm really happy for Joe and Cecile. It's revealed that the samurai or the samuroid helmet that Cisco and the guys kept as a souvenir and probably to run tests on and things like that is doubling as a camera with a live microphone feed. So the Thinker is always going to be one step ahead of these guys because he not only sees what they're planning, but he hears what they're planning. And I really wonder how long it's going to take them to kind of put 2 and 2 together and figure all of that out. And before we wrap up this video, I do have one Easter egg for you guys. As I mentioned, at the end of the episode, Wally takes off to Blue Valley. And just a little bit about Blue Valley, it makes his first appearance in the Flash comic book, issue 110. And that came out January 1960. But yeah, Blue Valley is located in the northeast corner of Nebraska. It's the home of Rudy and Mary West and Wally. And we know in the comic books, Rudy and Mary are the parents of Wally West. But yeah, this is where Kid Flash grew up before he took up the mantle of the Flash. So that's all I have for you in this video, guys. If you liked it, be sure to give it a like rating down below and subscribe to the Geeky Sandbox if you're not already. If you love comic book videos, if you love The Flash, if you love reaction videos and deep discussions about movies and characters and movie reviews, then you're perfect for this channel. Or this channel is perfect for you. We're perfect for each other. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!